voice still echoes in my head. I need to know more. Let's find that antenna on the village beach. This tape recorder is helpful during late nights. Don't judge me, Pierre. It's my only way to hear a human voice now. I finished reading the documents Matthew Banks had left for his replacement, who never came. Matthew apparently needed to join the lighthouse maintenance team to gain access to the Rorqual cell. To achieve this, he was forced to make a deal. The sect could help him get hired quickly, but in exchange, Matthew would have to pass on the information obtained once there. He didn't know why the cult was interested in all this, but he needed them, so he agreed in order to continue his investigation. Matthew knew that the Rorqual cell used a specific radio frequency to communicate with the outside. Just before his departure, he discovered that the cell could no longer connect to this very frequency. The radio worked well, but the signal of this wave was scrambled, which prevented transmissions. It looked like sabotage, but who was behind it all? A member of the lighthouse team? Another spy? Only one thing was clear to him. If someone had wanted to disturb the signal, he would have gone through the big antenna of St. Exel. I have already spotted it in the past. It is on the quays towards the beach. I just have to go there. I'm sure it's this giant blue rock under the house that must be responsible for our bubble that protects and keeps monsters away from our home. The crate of rocks came with a bunch of analysis papers that probably had to be shipped with the set. I don't understand all this paperwork, but these rocks seem to have totally unexpected properties. I don't know if there is any connection between the monsters and this rock, and why it would have an effect on them and not me.
If you're listening to this, you are probably the person sent by the office to continue my investigation. Well, at least I hope. My name is Matthew Banks, and I started this work about a year ago. As stated in my previous reports, I infiltrated the lighthouse last month, but they just found out that a tape was missing, and I think they're onto me now. I used to borrow tapes during the night, but this time they noticed before I could bring them back. I didn't have time to use the new filtering machine, but I left a tape inside it. I hope it's safe there with you. Since I have to leave, I prepared the way for you, and I have regrouped all of my ongoing work onto 3 different boards, each including a guiding tape. The first one gathers my studies on the audio signal coming from the oceanic floor, which was the reason our interest was piqued by St. Exel in the first place. The second board will give you more details on the local cult, whose believers call themselves the Devoted. The third board is about Operation White Medusa, which is probably why you're here now. You're jamming their signal? Is there some kind of expert trying to hack the operation? I'll leave it to you to find out.
completely locked. The access is condemned at the top. Left, the White Manor and the lighthouse. It's my favorite event in this damn village. Pierre, where are you? It won't open from this side. Ahead, Boisseau's Park and the beach. Left, St. Exel's Church. The soldiers were perfectly organized and cut off all access. We had almost zero chance of escaping this mass kidnapping. Like sheep in the dark. They really wanted to prevent us from following them. They've put it beyond repair during their escape. The closed cover is moving, but not enough so I can see. If only there was a gust of wind. I have to wait a bit for the gem to recharge. Ahead, Boisseau's Park and the beach. Left, St. Exel's Church. The closed cover is moving, but not enough so I can see. If only there was a gust of wind. Long time no see, Boisseau's Park. Park mausoleums were not spared by the cult either. They are a real scourge for this village. Ahead, the beach and Assumption Church. Right, viewpoint. I am the repairman in charge of fixing this gate. I've found a way to supply current to this unpredictable electrical panel. I've linked it to one of the small wind generators we have in the village. As long as there is wind, there will be current. Only issue is that while I was fixing it, one of those freaking birds stole the key from my van. If you find them, please bring them to my office. Mr. Levins. Beach access and renovation. The people of St. Exel suffered so much in recent years. It's moving to see that they tried their best to maintain the festivals and other traditions. Only one destination for you? My bag. Amongst birds living in the park, you will find the Corvus picatrix. I know you, you little flying thief. They keep their precious loot inside their beak, which makes it really hard to get back. To prevent such situations, scarecrows were installed by local farmers. I don't think I can get used to it.
Solve this puzzle and win a coin to use in George's workshop. We often forget the path that brings us back to the finish, to the beginning, to the start. Yes, to the start.
I'm done with you. Let's take a walk. Just you and me.
Je l'avoue. Tu la laisses pas s'échapper.
I feel that the wind turbine is going to need a little help from me to launch. I'm going to need something to break those. I could not finish fixing this fence because the damn bird stole my van's key, where all my tools are. I've been trying to get them back, but it's nested high up and I can't seem to attract it. If you manage to get my keys back, please call me at the number written on my truck, Mr. Levins. Birdie, it's between you and me now. There's a thieving crow's nest right up there. As expected, it has something in its beak, but it will only leave its nest if it appears safe to do so. It was enough to start the turbine. Completely locked. Nothing. Ahead, the beach and Assumption right viewpoint. -1.
Take that.
That will birdie should feel free to leave its nest now. Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it. Its nest. Now that the scarecrows are gone, I need something to attract it. There. We told you stealing was bad. Now, I only need to find the truck.
T-minus 10.
Probably not an organized person. He left a client's tape inside his toolbox.
Hello, Mr. Levant. I'm calling you because I have, again, a problem with the digital code that you installed last year. As I can't see very well at night, I asked you to make each key sound different. But for a few days when I entered the code you gave me, 2 keys no longer make noise.
Stay on the floor. I love the atmosphere of the streets of the village with this staging. Too bad this is now linked to where my nightmare started.
Hello? Because I have, again, a problem with the digital code that you installed last year. As I can't see very well at night, I asked you to make each key sound different. But for a few days when I entered the code you gave me, 2 keys no longer make noise. Listen! Could you contact me when you get my message? This is becoming a real problem for me. Hello? Again, a problem with the digital code that you installed last year. As I can't see very well at night, I asked you to make each different. But for a few days when I entered the code you gave me, 2 keys no longer make noise. Listen! Could you contact me when you get my message? This is becoming a real problem for me.
Tu m'avais manqué.
The beach. Here we go. I think I found the antenna. Behind, Boisseau's Park. Left, Assumption's Church. Ahead, Restaurant Panier à Crabe. Nothing. Perfect. The Keys were a place of the particularly intense fishing that supplied the region. Following the drop in activity, this fishing port was converted into a simple marina. It is always possible at low tide to find fishing traps with shellfish in them. An anti-cult movement sticker. I'll speak out against you. This sect seems to have been terrorizing the people of St. Exel for too long. This bridge needs a lever to unlock it. This trap doesn't look the same as the others. The stitches are finer. But this one's empty. How shellfish of you. This gas pump is probably older than me. Afraid of no boat anymore, are you? You are the one I'm looking for. Daily menu, mackerel in white wine or mussels marinara. Fisherman's menu, salmon tartare and grilled sea bream. Sounds better than it tastes. Exhibition of original moonstone furniture. Not too professionally closed, the way I like them. What happens if I remove this circuit breaker? Snow? You gotta be kidding me. There's no way in hell. I'll turn into an ice block if I stay like that. I need to get warmer clothes at the house. Fast. No storm will be able to bring down such an antenna. Let me guess. You want me to serve you a refreshing perfection. Is that it? I am a living experiment on sugar. Completely locked. We all had these experiences at least once. You come across a restaurant. Outwardly, it seems unpretentious and quite shabby. But the cuisine is in fact exceptional. Well, this restaurant wasn't one of them. The food there was atrocious. If only it's upstairs. Why is this furniture moving by itself? Am I going crazy? This secretary has a full moonstone connected to its lock mechanism. This piece of furniture is only unlocked when it is hit by daylight, keeping your precious possessions safe from thieves at night. Damn you, George. Yes! The light has touched the secretary. It's probably unlocked now. I can feel the humidity on this floor. It's no longer watertight. Explains the closure for renovation of the restaurant. Luckily, some light seeps through these boards, so I can see something. Diro's house key. That's a big one. Probably a gate or something nearby. I am gonna need a key for this one. Completely locked. Completely locked. It's like we instantly changed the season, but not for the better. Damn, I can't use the door because of the snow. I've never seen St. Exile under this amount of snow. Find the positives, at least. That's good. I really need to get back home.
Ne m'oublie pas.
Okay, I'm not going to use this towel right away. I left my clothes in one of the cabinets in the hall.